Hello friends, myself Jay Tandil from Mahatma Gandhi Institute of Technical Education and Research Center Navsari. Today we are going to learn about biomass combustion. So topics like biomass stove, some chulas and its type and some designs. So let's start. It's a lecture 7 from chapter number 4 of waste to energy 3730009. Before start biomass combustion, I must say to as per the World Health Organizations, so traditional cook stoves are a secondary biggest contributor to the global warming, and after the industrial use of the fossil fuel. So definition wise, we can say biomass combustion. So it is a simply means burning organic materials. For the millennia, humans have used this basic technology to create the heat and later to generate the power through the steam. While the wood is the most commonly used feedstock, a wide range of material can be burned effectively. So wood which is easily available, so can be used on, but it having a it's a traditional method, so it's really harmful when we are burning something on indoor. So we will see which kind of types of chulas and so on. So traditional cook stoves are one of the oldest technique in the world. It is known since the 1 lakh BC to prepare and preserve the food and providing the warmth. Now the traditional having some points that I want to describe today. Uh, Traditional chulas is cock stove constructions by the housewives without outside influences. It is a highly energy intensive smoky flame, so temperature is around 550 degree to 650 degree centigrade. It's a high level of pollution, as I told you. So carbon dioxide, CO2 and CO, that is more than 20%. That is definitely a high combustions, high polluted airs exposed. So excess fuel consumptions, that is 10 to 20 kg firewood per day, if we consider the small house. Then so thermal efficiency, that is very less, you can see 5 to 10 percentage only out of 100. So whatever the we are getting heat, that is very efficiency is very less. So means numbers of wood are to be burned more and from output is very less. So incomplete combustions, that's why the S and some carbon dioxide, that is the reasons of that, which is it's not properly burned. That's why the this type of CO2 gas that will produce. It's having a poor life of stove. So these are some traditional coke stove, we can say drawbacks, or we can say important points that I want to discuss with you. So now for from that traditional, we are improving the coke stove, right? So next topic, that is improving that. So first, so improve coke stoves. So objective is complete combustions of the fuel. If we need to do the traditional need to be modified, then that thing is to be considered complete combustions of the fuel, not only the thermal efficiency is 5 to 10%. So burning of the different soil fuel in the stove. Second, we try to reduce the CO2 level, which is less than 0.04 percentage. So reduce the smoke and pollutions. That is the other need to modify on chulas, we can say. So high temperature, that not it is traditional beyond to 550 to 650 degree centigrade, now 750 to 850 degree centigrade we need to. High thermal efficiency, at least more than 25%. 40 to 50 percentage the fuel saving over the traditional stove. Yeah, if you want to use the traditional chulas, so we need to improve that. At least for the household application, we are try to arrange such kind of piping arrangement, the smoke can be directly go outside. during the raining season too, right. So, the productions of the installations of the fixed stove by the village artisans and the rural youth. Now, if you are modifying that, then which type of draft are used. So, we can say that that can be categorized into type of cock stoves. So, first of all, portable cock stove, that is a natural and forced draft type, and second one, that is a fixed chula, that is with and without chimney. As I told you, chimney, that is another arrangement to shave the polluted air inside the house actually, right. So, now improvements in that will be having some point, that is we can say types of cock stove, that is a multi fuel and biomass cock stove. So, for the beginning of this kind of solid fuel in a multi fuel stove, multi fuel stove is not only the wood, and there are some other options are there. So, the solid fuel in multi fuel stove and the biomass as well, agro waste and animal dropping like chana, we can say in our simple language. So, animal dropping in the biomass stove, that is can be utilized as a multi fuel and biomass cook stove. Second is a portable and a fixed stove, that is with and without chimney. Portability means we can go anywhere with that, our devices, our stove can be easily moved here and there, that is a portability. Third thing, that is different cooking capacities, means if family members are not more than 4, then the small size or medium size stove is need to be available, not kind of the 10 per person stove is not required at that time. So, we can say the cooking capacity that need to be different from small, medium or family type, medium type and community side also for the cooking capacity. For for the functioning, we are using that stoves that can be also available for the more than 500 persons or more than 1000 persons. Fourth one, that is chimney positions and the heights. If there is a community sites for the thousands of people, then the height of chimney should be larger than the for the cooking capacity of the family purpose cock stove. So, the short and long height with and without bands, that is produced through the wall and it may be a roof of the kitchens. So, high capacity among the users, it is simply designed, easy fabricate, installation, maintain, portable, full satisfied for the different family size and society. That is a need to be improvement. We need to be improvement on cock stove. Now, other important that is these are some multi fuel cooking stove. I have some image of that, but corrugate grate with the ash scraper, that is perforated combustion chamber and the air jackets, which is help to obtain the complete combustions of the fuel in a, we can say, 2-stage, that is called as a through the that is a multi fuel cooking capacity or the types of stove, which is preheated primary and secondary airstream. Now, the char of the wood, which is burned throughout the corrugated grates and volatile parts of the fuel, which is burned in perforated combustion chambers, which is independent results in a complete combustion, which is clear high temperature flame with reducing the pollutions and the smoke. So, these are the some modified chulas, we can say, stoves. So, continuous bundling of the char inside the grate, which is help to rapid thermal decompositions with pyrolysis and the self ignitions of the burn fuel without the air blocking. So, you can see there are the some rate part which is indicate for handling for the air circulations. We can pump through that. So, from the air which can be flow from the bottom side, which provides some oxygen, we can say. Here is the portion, right? Likewise, you can see our cross section, there is a so round holes is provided over here, which is avail the oxygens to burn that whatever the wood or some chars we are inside of the jacket we are using for that purpose. And some facility as scraper facility is also provided over here, which is we can easily remove the ash, and maybe that ash can be utilized for some different purpose. Second one, that is a Herza multi-fuel stove family. You can I found some real image of that. I'm sorry for that. Yeah, see over here. I found some real image of Hersa multi-fuel stove family. So it is corrugated grate with the ash scraper, which is perforated combustion chambers and air jackets. Complete combustion of fuel in two stages, simply preheated air in primary and secondary stream, separate burning of the charcoal inside through of the corrugated grates and the volatile parts of the fuel inside the perforated combustion chamber, which is obtained complete combustions, clear and high temperature flame with reduce the pollution and smoke. So you can see the real image of that same multi fuel stove, but you can see the image which is in different form. Comparisons of this Hersa multi-fuel community stove. You can see the size of this multi-fuel stove, which is higher than the traditional one. So maybe this kind of it's a family type, so its size is smaller compared to the community side. Community side having require more woods and other fuel parts, raw materials. So it will be available on deluxe multi-fuel community fuel fixer stove. You can see on the right sides of that. So these are the another types. So these are the community types. So which size is little bit, and frame size is also higher. Another, that is a fixed type. It's a portable. Both are, but this thing is a fixed size of community side fixed stove. Now deluxe multi-fuel fixed chula, which is family side, that is a fixed. So generally deluxe types is the fixed chula for the family, which can be made up of some, I think some it's not RCC structure, it's a man-made simple arrangement and simple constructions of that. It can be modified by anyone, it can be made by anyone, sorry. Some other, the animal waste is over here, that can be utilized for as a raw material of these chulas, burning fuel, we can say. Another, that is a we can say Josterna multi-fuel stove. That is it is most probably used for the community purpose multi-fuel stove, in which we can use animal waste as a burning fuel, or we can use wood. So all the stoves having some common arrangement of at bottom side of the ash handling capacity, and some other right hand side there is some pump type arrangement, which we can provide oxygen where it is required for burning, and so on. If we need a flame more, we just try to pump it, and we can get the more flame, because this thing is provide oxygens to these burning materials. Now performance wise, I see some chart from Wikipedia, that is multi-fuel steam. You can see the materials, some models here. So left hand side, that is indicate the models. On a right hand side, some carbon dioxide level, some TSP level, cooking capacity, some thermal efficiency. So you can see from this data, that is a maximum capacity of the efficiency, that is a Hertz type, community type, because there are more food and less, I think materials are used for the for cooking purpose, right. So, from this conclusion of this, that is you can see the HRSA, which is a best one material for the construction, that will be MS. It is a mild steel, right. So, it is not man made, it is a mild steel type constructions, MS, that is. So, I already mentioned MS, that is a mild steel. So, but you can see that the present cost, that is a little bit high, but compared to that efficiency, we are getting good capacity, good efficiency wise it is good. But if we think about the pollution side, then I think the portable stove HRSA, which is a best uh, types of uh, 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 base type of less pollutions type of stoves. But you can see cooking capacity, that will be HRSA type is a maximum compared to some fixed stove and some other. So, I put at this for comparison purpose of some of the stove having a carbon dioxide capacity is good, carbon dioxide production capacity is less. Another, that is you can see as per the BIS standard, which is need to be improvement in a gas stove, which is need to be less than 0.04% carbon dioxide, but we are try to get this up to 0.07. And the thermal efficiencies need to be more than 25, but and we are getting that above the 25%, maximum that is 51%. So, these are some comparisons performance wise of the multi fuel stove. Next one, that is low cost fixed chula. Now, what is low cost fixed chula? So, obviously, the low cost we can, as per this thing, low cost wise, there is only one, that is fixed stove SK Dulux type. That is that is for the family purpose, right. So, that is why it is a very less cost XK Dulux type. So, I will see, we will discuss what is a pottery line and mud chula with chimney, but here some descriptions that is regarding to that. So, we will discuss what is a low cost, what is a Petrylink fixed chula. The Petrylink mud chula with chimney, which is available in more than 4 to 5 category. You can see the SK double pot stove, you can see over here, that is a very traditional initial. This is also a traditional. You can see the chimney that can be further modified into some other directions, where the ceiling is not available to get the chimney. So, at that time we can do the some another arrangement, that is a 90-degree positions of the stove. So, another, that is a SK3, that is a single pot stove, you can see over here, which is not made of MS mild steel, others are made up of some mild steel. So, it is a simple design and construction. It is a vertical cylindrical combustion chamber connected with the chimney through the U types of tunnel, inclined fuel feeding doors, which is provided at the lower zone of the combustion chamber, which is opposite to the tunnel. Due to the suctions effect of the chimney, the stream of air is always strike on the heap of the char at the bottom of the hearth of the continuous vigorous burning of the ember in the absence of the grate. This helps the thermal decompositions and ignitions of the unburned fuels. The part of stream of air is also helpful for burning of the volatile metals in long flames. From that, this is some SK3 type line fixed chula. It is having a 40 to 50% fuel saving over the traditional chula. It is a complete combustion of the fuel which is obtained, which is presently available in some rural area. Another, it is SK Agni fixed chula without chimney. So, in this case is the CO2 level that will be not, we can say less, but it will be harmful for the familiar purpose, because there is no options of chimney. Now, also we are comparison that performance of the fixed improvement chula. So here is also, here we are considered as a fuel as a biomass, that may be agro waste, that may be drug cake वगैरह, drunk cake, right. So SK1, SK2, SK1 single pot, double pot, SK3 single pot, family size, SK3 short chimney with beds, single pot community size, and some material wise comparison. So in this comparison we can see that some cooking capacity which is more for SK1 and SK3, which is up to 200 to 500, here 200 to some 400. Thermal efficiency, that will be maximum of SK1, which is a double pot community. Community side is always the size of chulas will be very big, not big, but compared to family it is big. So obviously efficiency as well as the thermal capacity must be good. So when the efficiency is higher, cooking capacity is higher. Similar wise, the carbon dioxide level we are getting, we are considered 0.04, less than 0.04. So we are achieve that, 0.038, 0.029, 0.035. So this is the nothing but what we are thinking for modification on traditional chulas, that will be. So we can say SK1, SK1, SK3, SK3 double, single, and familiar, and igni without chimney, that are the so yeah, when we think about SK Agni that doesn't having a chimney, then how can be the carbon dioxide level is less. So and in that case we are, whatever the fuel which are used, that is a matter of this carbon dioxide, right. We are trying to do the 100%, not 100%, but thermal efficiency is 10 to 30%, means whatever we are burning, we are getting a 30% energy from that. So waste whatever, that will be high, but level of CO2, that is depending upon the what the material fuel that we are using. Okay, so these are the comparisons of performance of the improvement in the chulas. Now annual benefits from the 5 lakhs unit of working, which is improve the chulas. So fuel saving compared to traditional. So these are another comparison compared to traditional and new one. So new one having our main focus on improve the thermal efficiency, which is more than some persons, and more than 30%, right, 25%, and carbon dioxide level and CO level, that will be need to be less than 0.04. So we are achieved that. So for that comparison, we are getting the fuel saving up to 0.7 million ton firewoods per year, which is more than 100 crores per year. Now number of trees being saved, which is 10 lakh, because now the fuel options are great. Biomass fuel, we can say, not only the wood, that is a wood, if you burn the wood, then obviously the level of carbon dioxide, that will be high. We are using a biomass, agro waste, and drunk cut. So that's why the level of the cutting the tree, that will be less. Okay, now reduction in release of the carbon dioxide gas into the atmosphere, that is 1.2 million ton per year. That is a reduction. 1.2 million ton per year, that is a reduction, means that. So that is a good achievement, I think so. So reduction in release of the carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide, both are CO and CO2, both are produced by the burning. So it is 0.10 million per year. So we are getting a good achievement for pollution purpose, because as I told you on beginning,